Hey, it's Ethan Skolnick for Five on the Floor on the Five Reasons Sports Network. This is the latest season ticket. So by now, you know that Joel Embiid is out for at least Game 1 of the Heat-Sixers second-round series, which begins in Miami on Monday night, and likely longer. He's listed as out indefinitely. He has a broken orbital bone in his face and a mild concussion. He has had this injury before, actually, and he missed 3 weeks the last time. We'll see if it's that long. I wouldn't anticipate it because of the playoffs, but if he comes back, he's likely going to have a mask, and that will limit him in some ways. Now, how does it change the series? A lot, obviously. I had the Heat at Heat in 6 before this. I'm going to go to Heat in 5 at this point. I just look at it and I say there's so much of a burden now on Philadelphia's guards. And let's be honest, James Harden's not playing like a superstar, okay? He's out of shape. He seems out of sorts. He seems intent to distribute to others at this point, something that people have called for during his career, but now they'll actually need him to be more aggressive and get by people, and I don't know that he can do it. I mean, he's going to flail for fouls. We know that. But, of course, the first 2 games of this series are in Miami, and he doesn't typically even play in Miami because he's out till 6 in the morning the night before like he was the last time at Hard Rock until 4, 5, 6 in the morning, and then all of a sudden had a hamstring situation so he couldn't play the next day. So, provided that he's available, how will the Heat handle this? Well, we know that Tyrese Maxey hurt them a lot in the last game in Philadelphia, that the Sixers hunted Tyler Hero. But now, for this series, the Heat have 2 players that they can counter that with. They didn't have Oladipo at that point, and they also didn't have Gabe Vincent available for that game. And he's had some big games against the Sixers. So if they're hunting Hero, there's a lot of different players that Spoelstra can go to, whether it's those 2 guys or Caleb Martin. Additionally, I do think this changes the Heat rotation a little bit. I don't think we're going to see as much of Dwayne Dedmon. I thought that Dedmon's role in the playoffs was primarily going to be defending Embiid. There's no Embiid. I don't know how Philadelphia adjusts here. Playing DeAndre Jordan big minutes is not the answer. Paul Millsap is not a great small ball 5 at this stage. You're not going to put Tobias Harris at the 5 except for very short stretches. So they're very limited in what they can do, and we know that Doc Rivers doesn't happen to be the most creative coach. He's not Eric Spoelstra. So we'll see what they do, but I think from Miami's perspective, less Dedmon, probably more Caleb Martin. I expected Oladipo to be in the rotation with Hero to begin with, but now I think you could also see Gabe Vincent get minutes, because I think the big object in this series is going to be pressure their guards. You can do that with Vincent. You can do that with Oladipo. You can do that with Caleb Martin and others, and, of course, Bam and Tucker on switches. Miami has no excuses now. Now, look, I'm not going to put an asterisk next to anything. In the NBA, you put yourself in the best position, and you hope for the best breaks. They put themselves in the number 1 seed. They did what they had to do during the regular season. Nobody cared about what happened to the Heat in the finals against the Lakers. Nobody put an asterisk on that series because Dragic got hurt and Bam got hurt. There's no asterisk here. You survive, you advance, you see what comes out on the other side, because now that may be Boston without Middleton for Milwaukee. But again, even for that series, no excuses. Ethan Skolnick for Season Ticket, or for Five on the Floor, Season Ticket here on the Five Reasons Sports Network.